Hello everybody and welcome to part 44 of the Pentagon Challenge. The beginning of season 3 in China is finally here. I apologise for any delay. It's just been a bad few days. I've been caught out with nothing to upload. So let's try and bring back my Pentagon Challenge with the new season well underway. This is the fourth game of the season that I'm going to be live coming against a Urban. So plenty on the line even in this early stage of the season. So let's just quickly mention the transfer market again, like I did in the previous episode. I did actually manage to secure the signing of Makai. He agreed to join the club after Beijing consented to the offer I put on the table. It's a massive 65 grand per month deal, but to get a player of his caliber is pretty decent. Like, I would have bought a more experienced right back, but they just weren't available in this current market. So I just thought I'll go for a player with up and coming talents and one that won't demand first team football like an experienced player would. And then my director of football made this signing from the free agency, and he looks very, very good for this league. Like, you can see his attributes are declining a little bit, but Zheng Long is perhaps one of the best ex-veterans in the league, and I'm so pleased that he's been able to come to Shenhua. So look at some of these key stats for a minute. There we go. Look at crossing is 11, dribbling 12, first touch 12, passing 11, technique 13, work rate 12, 12 acceleration, 11 pace, 11 stamina. So very, very few stats that matter are they're all very, very good, so none of them are very poor. So that's exactly what I need to see. We need better free kick and corner takers in the club, and even though he's 33 and his physicals are probably declining, he is a very, very worthy buy. So from Fully, a few years ago, once upon a time, he was one of the best players in the whole league, scoring 10 goals and assisting five times. But as you can see, probably even though he's played more often, he hasn't been as great. For example, he's been sort of wasted, I suppose. But now that he was released, my director of football said, look, I'd like some of that, and I'm glad that he's here because of injuries and whatnot affecting the club. So finally we can look at the schedule. This wasn't released when I made the last episode, so that just goes to show how long it's been. So we started the season very well with the pre-season games, of course. We only lost one of them, which was to Jeju, and they're a very, very good team in this continent, so that's nothing to be ashamed of. But with the likes of 9 goals against King Kwan, that was excellent. We got 4 goals in this game, 3 in that, and 4 in that. It looked like we were dead set on a fabulous season. We even decided to extend the width of our pitch so we can get more attacking play down the wings. But my initial optimism was crushed in a 3-2 loss to Quanzhou. Like, I cannot crack the code for these guys. They're just way too good for us. But it looked like a plain sailing job as Yi Zhang scored a cracker in the first 2 minutes. Vladin Karadzic made my jaw hit the floor as we went 2-0 up, but again we crumbled under the slightest bit of pressure with Gu Chao and Wei Xinhao. They clawed back deficit very, very quickly. It wasn't even 25 minutes of play, and they did that. And then with the game back in the balance, Xiao Bin found himself on the edge of the box, took a strike and it soared in the top corner. So that was our first opportunity lost. Then against Changchun, we were held to a 0-0 draw, and that just was very, very upsetting because I felt we were the better team and we weren't getting our shots on target. Oh Jesus! Oh boy! Oh, Jesus! So that kind of explains the game. It wasn't very exciting. And against Guangzhou, a team we have a very good record with, we gave away a goal bang on 90 minutes after Peng Changming gave us the lead. So it was Qin Wan. He was on the bench originally, and then he delivered the crucial goal that gave Guangzhou their equaliser. So the reigning champions were fortunate to get the draw, but You know, it would have been harsh if they didn't. But thankfully we got our first win of the season against the worst club in the league so far in Rennes. So again, it looked like one of these Louis van Gaal jobs. We weren't bothered to score a goal in the first half. We were nervous, wasting too many crosses, etc., etc. But Peng Changming, just as he was substituted, he scored his goal. So literally the moment he scored the goal, he had to come off to be replaced by Wang Zihao. But Zheng Long, who I just talked about a moment ago, he got his very first goal for the club in the 74th minute, and that secured the deal. But again, it was kind of a fluke. He was on the pitch at that time because Ji Yang has pulled his hamstring. He's torn his hamstring. That's even worse. So bit of good luck in that one player I had to use to be a substitute was actually very good in his own right. He won man of the match. But Ji Yang, if we go back to him, he's had 2 assists already. He's been excellent, and it's a massive disappointment that he has to miss 3 months of the season already. Like, by the time 3 months passes by, it's going to be the midway point of the season, and we might have to bring in new players. So the league table looks like this. Meizu have just been promoted, and yet they are the runaway leaders at the minute. Like 9 points compared to 8 and 7 isn't much, but they've won 3 times and lost once. That's very, very impressive. At Urban, our opponents for today, they've actually ended up drawing twice, and then they've won twice, but they were on top of the league on the opening days. We're in 10th, of course, getting our first wins. We're on 5 points, but it's just so tight at the minute. Rennes are jobbing out to everybody, they've given away 3 points to Ayurban, Shanghai, Guangzhou and ourselves. So they've had a very difficult start to the season, but they're already way behind the likes of the other promoted team, Zhangtao and Beikong. So if we can beat Ayurban today, we can turn our season around. We'll be tied with them in the first 5 games. So that's very, very good news. So if we look at the past meetings, you'll see we haven't had any luck with them at all. You'll remember this is probably the point I joined 2019, and then we've lost twice to them. We've drawn 3 times to them, and now we need to make sure we win this game. We're quite evenly matched, but just the last few games with them, like 2019, I would have been with them at that stage. 2020 and 2021, or would I have been? I'm getting me years mixed up, I think. So no, 2020 was my first year. So if you look at that again, 2020 I would have played them here. We lost 4-0, and then we've drawn with them 3 times. So it's not that bad. I was kind of overestimating my demise against these guys. So my team is named. I've had to rotate because it's a Wednesday night here in the Hongkou Stadium. So there's my lineup. It's still a very, very good team. I left out some of my bigger guys, but they will be playing today. Du Jia has been excellent in between the sticks so far, so he's pushed Dan Suo onto the bench. And now we're heading into the match screen. You'll see some important fixtures such as Beijing versus Guangzhou. I see Shandong versus Changchun, and Rennes. If they can get some points out of Meizu, I think everybody will be grateful to that. So let's see what Urban have in store for us. So they're playing in their white kit tonight, and they have a 4-5-1 formation, leaving Pedro, the Brazilian striker, all on his own. But we've got Karadzic, Tiaxiang, Feng Yang, Zhu Yun, Ji Minghao, Sun Yonggang, Makai, Chantoria, Tao Jian, Zhang Xinlin and Du Jia in goal. So I think we have a reasonable chance of winning this game. But if we play like we did against Rennes, we could be somewhat faithful. But we're going to try out our new wide pitch, see if that makes a positive or negative difference to how we play against a bigger club. I don't know who's the better of their midfielders. So, that's amazing for 18 years of age. Not so good. Pao Mu, not so good. So there is one standout midfielder, but their wingers very bad, good, and good again. So these opponents of ours will be a threat. I don't know if they're tired, but again, that's my Achilles heel, thinking a team which has been heavily fatigued will be easy to defeat. Of course, it's never that simple. So There we go. A lot of the players are tired, so we might go for a higher tempo game just to start things off, and then we'll go whipped crosses. We'll go as fully wide as we can, and we'll be more expressive. So that should get us going. Let's see if our sort of not so sharp starting 11 can get the job done today. Let me see, 2 good team talks there. Yeah, so the striker is the only one who really wasn't paying attention to what I had to say. So the fans will be packing out the rafters. We want to deliver an excellent result. So let's tick the box and kick off for Shenhua versus A Urban. I think it's the first time I've live commed this game between the two clubs. Zhu Yun though wasting the opening opportunity from kickoff. So let's just see what happens. A Urban good on possession so far. I couldn't pronounce that name. But he's gone long to Pedro. Pedro slides his way past the tackler, and the goalkeeper had to take a pass back and put it into the stance for a throw in. But A Urban looking very competitive already. Fen Yang getting back to defend, which is great because he is a wing back as well as a left winger as well. So he's a complete player on the left hand side. Pao Mu goes backwards to Ren Jingge. Zhang Chen, Pao Mu, and another slide tackle misses. Pedro has chance to turn, and he's hit the post, and this is not good enough from Shenhua. This is way below the standard I expect, but it has been A Urban's first 10 minutes. They have been all over us here, and that's a wasteful long ball that's put out for a throw in, safe and sound. I might want to go counter attack. We haven't hit a shot on target, we're poor in possession, and I've actually added the crosses completed because that's something that really stood out to me last season, was how inaccurate all the Chinese clubs are hitting crosses. So it's not just Shenhua that have that problem, but it is something I really want to observe better in future. So we won't retain possession as much anymore. We know we're bad on the passing front, so we'll just tell them go mixed passing and do what you need to do. Here's Li Taxiang! Yeah! Boy oh boy! That's how you get your first of the season, and that catapults us up to 3rd position in the table, so that means so much. It doesn't matter because it's 4th place and 5th place in no time at all, but to be in the top 5 is where I want to take this club. But what a free kick, and we'll have to defend now. There's a giveaway, and Karadzic can begin the counter-attack. Ming Hao is released to Taxiang again! 2-0! And it's one-way traffic. The tactical change is really paying off. And it's one man who is conducting the choir. It is Li Taxiang. Now, let's see what Urban have to say about this. Pedro drills a shot at the goalkeeper, and it is palmed out for the corner. I'm really pleased with what I've seen here. And off the crossbar. A Urban's luck is not with them tonight. It's 2 shots off the woodwork for them, but we have delivered 2 excellent goals. Karadzic unfortunately gave it away. Reng Jingge, Hovasnian, Pao Mu. He's not got a lot of options there. Hu Yang. Oh, great through ball. Pedro. Oh, wide. Well wide, as a matter of fact. But massive improvement from Shenhua. Can we get the 3rd goal to put this tie to bed? Here's Zhong Gang. Vladan Karadzic. Taxiang on a hat-trick, but he goes unselfishly! And the Montenegrin captain has put this game beyond all doubt, or so I hope. It's 3-0 at half-time, and this is a beautiful way to begin my 2nd full year in charge of Shenhua. Just as I was thinking, it's the same old rubbish from these guys, not defending well, giving away cheap goals, not scoring enough. This is a complete turnaround of those criticisms, and I'm so impressed with what I've seen so far. So Taxiang, he's really proving to be a stellar signing, even if he is closer to 35 than he is 25 or anything like that. So great stuff from all of my players, and we can keep going on the counter attack. I have no issues with that whatsoever. So we will run at defence as well. It's something I actually didn't remember to do. So the second half kicks off. Shenhua have been just irresistible, and we'll just have to try and deliver more goals, because this is what we've been lacking in the years I've been in charge. So positive 4-goal difference, that's great. Can we keep that going? And this is a second potential win in a row. That's something we took ages to do last year, and it's great that we're dealing with that problem as well. So let's retain the ball a bit more, try and frustrate our opponents, and go for Tax Yang's hat-trick. Oh, good save from Cheng. So it was a good chance, but it was easy enough for the keeper. Zhong Kang, I don't want him sent off if possible, but Zhu Yun has picked up his ball. Tax Yang, no, that's not going to get you a third goal either. So short goal kick, similar to what I like to do from A Urban. Julian, very, very tired man today. Pedro, interception by Ji Minghao, getting back to defend when he's assigned an attacking duty. That is so impressive and admirable. And that's given away. Zingler, look at this. Compare this to most of my life comes last year, and this is just out of this world. And just as I say, Pedro steals in for 3-1. So it's not sunshine and rainbows, but it's still as close as you're going to get. But let's not choke. We need to make a change. So Zhong Gang could come off. He's tired and on a yellow. How about Fen Yang's not doing a good job. So Zhang Long, would you like another chance to be man of the match? I'm sure he would. Let me see, that'll do for now. So we'll make those two changes. We've got to play Beijing next. That's a very critical game if we're going to be winning any honours this season. So Zhang Zinglin defends very resolutely again. Terrible through ball. It's not going to matter. And A Urban can build from the back, but it's given away to Mackay. Zhu Yun, and Karadzic touches it down, but he hits the side netting. So I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing Mackay's name right, but I'll just leave it for now. Julien, he's all alone on the left. Pedro, he'll want to brace as well. He's been shepherded. Oh, that's dangerous. Really close to being the second goal. So Julien is crocked. Like, I don't know why he's a substitute when he's at 62% already. I haven't noticed any other changes that I need to worry about. Pedro, we have to close him down a lot more, because he is now the danger man. So Yang Wei is tired, and Liu Ruffei is not, but he's a centre back, so he doesn't need to be worried about as a goal scoring threat, except from set pieces, and we should be good at set pieces anyway. So with 20 minutes to go, it's 3-1. It's still a good result, but we can't give away. Oh no. It's our second sending off of the season, and it's only the 5th game week, and now this gives me something to think about. Oh my goodness. So we are very good at keeping players on the pitch, but tonight it's not been a disciplined second half. We'll have to sacrifice somebody. I think we'll protect Lee Taxian. I know he'll be heartbroken, you won't get a chance of the hat-trick, but look, we have to make compromises, that's the word, yes. So we have to compromise, and I think we'll bring these guys into support. They both prefer that, actually, and Karadzic can go target man support. So that'll have to do, guys. We're down to 10 men with 20 minutes to go. So could this be a most distressing second half after being so good in the first? We'll turn that down. 50 minutes to go. We're doing okay. So we'll stick with positions, be more disciplined, and we need to waste our time so they don't get the chance to score. So now back to commentating duties. Zhu Yun dribbles past one defender, returns it to Minghao. Zifei turns his back to Chanturia. Return ball. Minghao. Again, he's doing his best to defend the ball. Karadzic! Oh, he raises his arm in delight. He gets a high five. and that's 4-1 despite the man disadvantage. Well done, guys. Now it's time to shut up the shop and keep this positive 3-goal difference. But maybe Zuyon has something to say about that. Good stop by Zhang Cheng. And now we stay in 5th position. Renhead look to have lost again. Yeah, that's pathetic. 3-0 against the newly promoted side. That's not on. Here's Ming Hao, tackled by King Jian, and Pedro has 2 touches between him and the goal, and thankfully the goalkeeper has been alert again. So King Jian for them has a twisted knee. You can see him just there in the middle of your screen. He is exhausted, but so are the rest of the Air Urban players, and they've given it away again. But we decide, let's just give it straight back. No harm about that. But what a result. We've been evenly matched in the analytics, so to speak, and yet we've put 4 of our chances away, and that is just excellent as usual to see. So Jingming Hao beats the defender. Zhu Yun goes out wide. Look at the improvement in the team. They're really making their opportunities count. And there's full time. We hit 14% of our crosses to a teammate. But well done to everybody tonight. That was exceptional. It absolutely was. And man of the match Li Taxiang can certainly raise a glass to himself. That's a job very well done. And that is a wonderful result. We've won twice in a row. Yet again, it's a very rare thing to happen for us. But if we can win 3 in a row, we will be laughing, because we'll be miles away from any danger. And look at Beijing. They've lost that, they've lost the premier tie against Guangzhou. So that leaves them dangling above the relegation zone. But as you can see, Meizhou are still the runaway leaders. Jiangsu have thrashed Quanxian. That doesn't look good for me, but the fact that we're in the top 5, that is excellent, because we're predicted to finish 8th. That's something I forgot to mention. But if we look at the season preview, you can see we're predicted 8th, but it's so tight in the mid-pack that every result counts. But there you go. We have done a credible job tonight, and that is exactly what was needed. So that gives us 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in our first 5 games. Is that an improvement on last year? I'm sure it is. Let's just take a look. So we won twice and drew 3 times. So that's about 9 points, but then it went all wrong from there. So 8 points is a little worse, but the fact that we've won twice in a row now, I think that speaks volumes. So the next episode will be sometime in April. When will it be? See, I'd love to play Meizhou. See, if they're still a big deal, I will live com that game, but we won't know if they're still the big deal until a few games time. So how about the other promoted side, Tsingtao? I love playing the promoted teams. So we'll play Tsingtao and Meizhou in the next 2 episodes. That'll definitely be something interesting. 1 home game, 1 away game. So I hope you enjoyed, and no more injury problems to worry about. We're nearly at a full clean bill of health, apart from Daniel Mullen. He's injured as well, and Cao Yunding is nearly back. So until that next episode, I'll see you again soon, everybody. Goodbye now.